What's going on, everybody? You know what it is. We are back for another one. This is the Chris and Q report. I'm your boy Chris, and I have the beautiful.
Hey, it's Q.
You already know what it is, man. We back for another one. We're gonna get right into it. With the shout outs for the week. We have some business owners who are doing some things. We have 2 this week. Last week we had 1. I hope y'all went and checked them out. This week we have Anthony Zalowski. I hope I'm saying his last name right. That's my boy Ant. He just released his film. My daughter was in it. My son was in it. You was in it as well.
I was in it as well. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. It was good. The filming process was good. It was fun. It was my first. Actually, it was all of our firsts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like I texted him this morning. The name of the film is called Bella. It was a short film. Like I said, my son, my daughter, my fiance was in it, and it was at first I didn't get it when he was showing me.
Yeah.
But then like when I actually got it and he did a premiere yesterday and we all went to the premiere. And when I got it, I was like, that's fire.
So even being in it in the moment and filming, so we originally were extras. So we were just, out in a park and helping him, extras. We were filling in space and, it was actually a major part of the movie, but we were extras in that part. Right. But then it turned out that L'Ariel, our daughter, ended up having a major role because she went back. She was requested to come back and film more, and she ended up being like one of the main characters in the movie. So, but even in that moment of filming, I didn't know what the movie was about. I didn't even ask because, like he said, it's his friend, cool. And it is what it is. Our son, Chris, is trying to get his acting career, off the ground as well. So we're like, whatever we can do and help people and support it is what it is. Because Ant's a good friend of ours, and we work a lot with him. So I didn't really care what it was about. Honestly, I knew he wouldn't put us in anything crazy. So, but then when he sent it over, and I watched it, and I watched the full thing, and I said, hold on, and it took me a minute until it got to towards the end, and I started putting everything together, and I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, I had to watch it a couple times. I'm a little slow anyway, but I had to watch it a couple times.
And
when I finally got it, I was like, that's fire. And
it hit home for us, though.
Yeah, definitely.
It definitely hit home for us. Yeah. So we don't want to spoil it. It is a very personal film for Ant. Yeah. But because we have gone through the same situation as him, it's crazy because the date in the film is almost a year apart from our situation. It just kind of hit home for us. So he said it will be on YouTube soon. So when we get a date for that, when it is, up and out for the public, we will definitely come back and let you all know because it is a good watch. It's like 20 minutes, nothing crazy.
Short film.
But you do have to watch it from beginning to end to understand what's going on.
Yeah, very impactful.
Yes, very much so. Congratulations, Ant. It was great.
Good job. We got to give it up for him.
It was so good.
Absolutely. And next we have Erica over at KC Wellness and Medical Spa. We just did a promo commercial for her. We shot for her this weekend. And
you and Chris?
Yeah, me and Chris.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And if you should be following me on social media. So I did tag her. If you guys want to get your wellness together, your health, your body, your mental.
What is it like?
So it's the medical aspect of it. You know how they have diets, and I might be saying it wrong. I can't explain her business the way she can explain it, but from what I got, she does a lot of injections and pills and give you a lot of.
Oh, so it's a medi spa.
Yeah, it's a medical spa.
Okay,
so, and it's all healthy and beneficial and. If
is it something that you have to consult? You may not know, but do you have to consult with your doctor first, or is it a prescription?
I'm not sure if you have to do it with your doctor, but obviously you consult with her. She gets, she lets you let her know what you want to do.
Clearly, I'm sure she has her licenses, so she knows what she's doing.
You let her know what you want to work on, what you want to lose, and things of that.
That's nice. A lot of. I actually have a friend. Maybe we'll talk about her business on the next episode, but she does a lot of cosmetic things. Okay. So it's nice, and that's the big thing right now. Non-surgical cosmetic transformation, so to say. So it's nice to see it on a medical side, and it's not the O word.
right.
So that's nice because you obviously she's a medical professional and she knows what she's doing. So
she's
that's
actually
really nice.
A real nurse as well.
Oh, that's good.
So she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about.
Is this her? Like, did she just recently open this business?
Yep, she just recently opened it.
Good for her. Congratulations.
So it's a whole new venture for her. And yeah, shout out to her.
What area is she in?
She's in Glastonbury right now.
That's nice. Okay, good for her. So we'll try to link her information down below, or a link to maybe her social media or her business page, so you all can reach out to her and find out a little more about what she does. But that's awesome. We'll put the commercial in. We'll put the commercial in so you guys can have her information as well. Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
Actually, let's show the commercial right now.
Let's be real. Losing weight isn't about eating less or moving more. If it were that simple, then 70% of the population wouldn't be suffering from obesity. As Afro-Latina and a mom of 4, I myself struggled with weight and my metabolism, so I had issues sleeping. And that's why I created KC Wellness, to give people like you real answers and real results. Here's how we make it happen. Hormone replacement therapy for men and women. If your hormones are imbalanced, losing weight is going to feel almost impossible. So we check your blood levels and get you back to where you need to be so you can feel like yourself again. Medical weight loss programs, where we go beyond the trends, tailored to you, whether it's medication or metabolic resets, to give you long-lasting results. IV therapy. If you're deficient in vitamins, it can slow down your metabolism, making it hard for you to lose weight. Vitamins will help increase your mood and energy, and we have different ones for if you're sick, if you want a beauty drip to help with your skin, all different tailored vitamins for you. This isn't about quick fixes. This is about getting your body in balance to finally see results. And with summertime coming, is the best time to start. Don't wait until you get worse. Let's take action now.
I just seen something real interesting that I want to bring up. It's just me being a minority business owner, as you know, such as yourself. But Magic Johnson said the number one downfall of minority-owned businesses is hiring family members. How do you feel about that?
Did he elaborate on that?
So he's saying basically like you hire your cousin and they need to be, let's just say, at the shop at a certain time. But they feel obligated to be able to be late and say, hey, I'm running a little late, or I'll be there in an hour or two. But they feel comfortable because they're family, so they might not get fired as quickly, or they feel like they're like not entitled, but they have a little bit of leeway because, oh, that's my cousin. He not gonna do that to me.
So I heard a little bit of the video that you were listening to. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I was busy doing other things. But from what I heard, it sounded like he wasn't saying don't hire your family. Like he's not saying don't employ your family members. What I got from is what he was saying is like don't hire your cousin who doesn't have an accounting degree to be your accountant.
The expertise.
So basically don't just give jobs to people because they have the title of your cousin. Like give them jobs that they are good for. Yeah. Like don't set yourself or them up to fail.
Yeah, like you said.
And I 100% agree. Get an accountant. Don't like if your cousin, right.
He a street accountant.
He a street accountant. It's not the same thing.
He want to make a flip,
Be over there looking like Wesley Snipes.
Right.
But I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I feel like also that can go for anybody across the board, whether that's your family, your friend, a stranger. Like if they don't know what they're doing, why would you give them the job?
He actually said, I'll start paying them to stay away. that was kind of
that is also a waste of money. Just tell the asses no.
Hey,
but I mean, I agree with him. I agree. Like you shouldn't give people jobs if they don't know what they're doing. Now, if it's something where, let's say you own a business, let's say you're a tax accountant, right? And this is your business, you own it, you have high profile clients, whether or not they're high profile or not, you have your clients, right?
Right.
And then you have a family member who shows interest in that business and they want to learn, they can be your apprentice. That's different. If you're teaching them, they're learning from you, and then you one time want to, you start letting them take over in small things and letting them do that.
Sometimes
that's
you want to help out your cousin because they've been struggling.
Well, but you're not helping nobody if you setting everybody back by doing something stupid.
Yeah, it sucks, and it definitely could be a downfall, like you said.
Yeah, it's definitely. I agree, and I think his delivery wasn't great, but like I said, I did hear him say, "Don't give your cousin a job that they're not good at. They're not going to be good at. They know nothing about." I agree. I feel like whether it be your cousin, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, I don't care who it is. If they don't know what they're doing and they're not going to benefit from them having the job, then don't do it. Like I think it was maybe Rick Ross, I don't know, a rapper of maybe, I think it was Rick Ross, but whoever this rapper was says that yes, it was him, because I think he said his sister works for him, his son has his son has
he got his whole family.
His whole family works for him, but they all do things that they're capable of doing.
Right. I wish we could talk to Rick Ross to see what the sauce is that he uses to so he was successful in doing that, but but why? And
I think
were they
too,
already kind of doing things in those fields, or did he just say, look, this is what we need to do, and they stepped up and took it serious and made it happen.
I think that's the other thing too. Kevin Hart as well. Yes. I think the other thing too is even if, I think you have, like you said, did they step up? They have to want it. Yeah. They have to be willing to learn. They have to be willing to be told, okay, you're not doing a great job. Let's move you on to something else. Or you're doing great. Let's bump you up to something else higher and see how you do there. Like, they have to be willing to accept whatever comes from it and be willing to learn, and they have to want it. At the end of the day, they got to want it as much as the person who was hiring them.
Yeah, and we know who we deal with.
Yeah. If it's your family, you definitely know what you're getting. you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Yeah. Because, there's a lot of celebrities who do have family members who are accountants, and they still rob them blind and don't know what the hell's going on because they themselves don't know. Mm-hmm. I can't just say celebrities, just people with money or in general. Like, you hire somebody to do a job for you because you think you can trust them, and then they...
Right. Why do you think family members do that?
Because it's just an unspoken rule that family's supposed to take care of family. So you feel like once one person get put on, you think you have to put everybody else on. Right. Like, it's an unspoken rule, which is stupid because we didn't struggle together. Right. Not all the time. Some do. Some do.
You ever had experience like that? I remember I had a family member, when I was rapping, I had a family member actually say it like, I really don't gotta do nothing with my life because you rapping, and when you make it, we on.
So
and I'm looking like,
I do have a family member like that. We don't talk, but yeah. On my daddy's side. Right. Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. I'll say it. My dad was like that.
Like what?
Felt like if somebody in the family made it, he was made. So it was a situation. My dad has passed away, but my dad was in prison, and when he got out, he felt like everybody was supposed to take care of him who had something. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And he has children like that. I'll just say that.
Uh-oh.
He has children like that.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it there.
Entitlement.
Entitlement is disgusting, and it'll kill you.
And also, family members, they'll start, what's the word? I don't think it's a word. Yeah, resent. Yes. Resenting.
They will resent you.
What you do because of the way you move, the way you handle business, the attention that you're getting.
I just saw something that popped up on Facebook. It was a memory. A man killed 6 family members. This was back in when the stimulus checks were coming out. It popped up as a memory on Facebook. He killed 6 of his family members over a stimulus check. Like resentment and jealousy and just the drive to do wrong versus do right.
Right.
Will have somebody on your bad side.
And for those who are on that side, it just boils down to the decisions you make in life, man. Like, that person is doing good or in the realm of doing good and doing something because they made a decision. Is a different decision, man. And for those who resent people like that, you don't know what they go through in order to get where
it's
they
like go. Sometimes I will say, like, people come into fortune and whatever way they come into it, and some people have it what looks to us as easy. Like somebody will put a video up on YouTube or TikTokers and they'll go viral and they're making buku money.
It was just their time.
And then there'll be people who have been doing the same exact thing for years and still haven't made it. And one time get one little check and the family think, oh, or the friends, you know, people around you will think, oh, now
especially if they've been doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's something hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I guess.
For me, I don't envy rich people because while they look like they're like living their best life, they're definitely struggling.
Yeah.
It's something like they say, the saying like it's lonely at the top. It can be very lonely because one minute everybody loves you, they want to be you, they want to be with you, and then the next thing you know, at the blink of an eye, you could be the enemy. Like, look at Mr. Diddy. That quick, right? I mean, he did some stuff that like he should be, you know, But I'm just saying, like, it could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything. Yeah. So, back to Magic Johnson. I agree with what he said. Yeah. Don't give people jobs if you know they can't do them. If you know they're not qualified, like, I don't care if it's like you work at McDonald's and you started out at the fries and then assistant manager position comes up. Yeah. Do you qualify for that? Like,
and people been showed you who they were. People been showed you who they were. So I don't think they're gonna change. Yeah. Totally. Just
if you know your cousin can't keep a damn job at McDonald's and you're gonna give them a job at your company, come on now. Yeah. Come on.
All right, off to the next one. I wanted to talk about. So I might be more into what's his name? Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert.
I think it's Shumpert. From the basketball world, I heard Shump.
Oh, I heard Shu, but I don't know. So I could be wrong. It's just like Rihanna.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
So I know Iman Shumpert.
Okay.
Obviously from basketball. Mm-hmm. Teyana Taylor. I'm not really into her. So what is she actually? She's a singer?
She's an actress.
An actress.
I think she started out as a dancer and then an actress. She's like one of those, like, you know, went to school for arts and just kind of blossomed. And like she just so happens to be, and she just so happens to be like amazing with music as well. Okay. She's working with Nike, designing like all the newest sneakers, and she's just a very creative being. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what her niche was when she came into the game. Like, I didn't know. Like,
so I haven't seen her. I don't think she's done any new movies since. Dang, I think the last one I saw was the Medea movie. When she played Bow Wow's baby mother.
Yeah, that's what I would say. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, but I've known her before that for other small roles and things like that. And like I said, she started blossoming and doing her music and things like that. And then when they got married and got together, then she became like a bigger name because they were together. Right. I don't want to say he made her, but like
I think they made each other.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I think he was just retiring when they got married.
Oh, okay.
And so when he did that, retired, and then got married with her. So it's like the basketball world.
Yeah, because they did. They like went viral. They did the Skims ad. It was a beautiful ad. Like I really liked their ad.
And I liked them as a couple.
I did too.
Like, I think that was a good fit for him. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, I don't know her, but as far as the look, on
the outside,
the black love thing, everything looked good.
Yeah, they were cute. Their
especially
kids are beautiful.
When I seen their little daughter acting like her.
Oh my God, that little
he
girl
looking at her
like
so. And mind you, he reminded me of my brother a lot. So so they're now getting divorced.
They are divorced. It is final.
They are divorced.
It is final. Yes.
So what do you think kind of led up to this? Like, and also. I have to get a real fact on this. Mm-hmm. What do you think the percentage of divorces are in America right now?
I don't think there is one. Oh, like the divorce rate?
Yes.
Oh, shit. It's high.
We're gonna have to Google that. But damn, like
high. Like amongst common folks or
everyone as a whole, like marriage period. We're gonna have to Google that. But I like them as a couple, especially when I think they had a show, right? A reality show, or they were just kind of like showing their life.
I don't know that they did have a TV show. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. Yep. Yes.
See, I'll be looking a little bit. I'll be looking a little bit. I do remember the show because I remember the little girl acting like her, and he was looking at her like, look at her acting like you.
I know he was also on College Hill.
Damn,
the new one.
That sounds so old.
But they redid it.
Oh,
they've redone it, and it's
okay.
like with celebrities, like new celebrities. So it says divorce rate in the U.S. is approximately 42 to 45%.
Cap.
Of all first marriages.
Cap. What about first?
It says the average duration of marriage that ends in divorce is 13 years. 69% of all divorces in the U.S. are initiated by women, 31% by men. The current divorce rate in the U.S. is 2.3 persons per 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's a little bit too mad for me. But let me ask you this. This just made me think of something, because this is like a thing that I always wanted to ask too. What do you think the rate of the first baby mom, first baby daddy not being together and moving on to the next? Because a lot of people got a first baby mom or a first baby daddy.
Yeah, they do.
Like that first relationship, as far as parents, don't seem to work out a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't. A lot of times, I don't know what the percentage is. I would say that's pretty high as well.
No, what would you say? What would you think? You think it's high?
I would say it's higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
would say it's higher than at least 55, 60%. It's high because here's the thing. A lot of the reason is because they're young when they start out.
Yeah.
They don't know each other, and then they have this baby they got to take care of. They don't know the responsibility of being a parent.
Not only that, they don't know each other. They don't even know themselves yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they got to be parents. They don't know how to do that. And then it's like, you know, when you get with somebody when you're young, like let's say straight out of high school, like that's reality. People have kids in high school, like or out of high school. A lot of people don't wait till they meet their college sweetheart or what have you. Some people go to college with kids. But they're young, so they think they're in love, but then they have these kids and they find out like, most of the time, like one of the parents, I'm not going to say which parent because it could be either or. One of them is more into being a parent versus, I need to live my life and things like that. And so,
I think that's the mom or the dad.
I don't know. It could be either
think that's
or.
the mom.
I think majority would be mom, but there are a lot of young men that are father figures. Yeah.
But I don't think
I think it has a lot to do with the way they were raised, their household, whether they had a 2-parent household or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
For me, I think it's like,
but like, I don't know. You took to parenthood like with no problem.
I did, but so from a man's standpoint, but I was a boy at the time.
Yeah.
We don't realize how in tuned with parenthood a mother is at first.
It's an instinct. It's like a maternal instinct. Like it's just something in women. And I can't say that because there are women who have children who should not be mothers.
Yeah, absolutely. But we talking
some
about
of these heifers out here should not be
they should be neutered. We're talking about the goods.
Right. So I think it is just a maternal instinct. However, I don't think that men lack that. I think they don't know how to tap into it.
Yeah.
Because they weren't taught. Yeah. Females who grow up with their mothers are like, this is my job. This is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. This is what I've seen. It's just like a mental thing. Like it's like another unspoken rule. Like you see your parent doing it and that's what you're going to do.
And that's a super fact.
However, I don't think men are unaware of it. Like they just don't know how to tap into it. So let's say a man that grew up with a single mom.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be so.
He didn't have the example.
Rushed to be a dad, but he is gonna make sure his mother's taken care of.
Yeah.
He is gonna make sure that the baby is to an extent taken care of. He's gonna do his part. But then there are some that are just like, I don't know what that's about, and I'm not gonna be there. I don't want to be a part of it.
So I think the disconnect is, like you said, the mother and the baby. But for me, I feel like, and I'm gonna take responsibility, for what happened with me and my first my daughter's child, daughter's mother, right? So it's like, okay, you taking care of your mom, the baby comes, it's like all about the baby, but we tend to forget about that relationship with the mother.
Yeah, of course,
because now it's just like
the baby is what's important,
is
right?
Like what's
everybody's
most
working
important.
To make sure the baby's okay and taken care of. The needs are
but that
met.
Woman still needs that affection, that love, that same love, and then.
But I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. But the mother is giving that.
Right, because the
really
mother is the nurturer and the one that's like,
And at that age, you feeling like it's almost a nag.
Right.
You know
Correct.
what I mean?
Yeah.
As a from a man's point.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm over here working. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to feed this baby. But it was just like.
And the mother sees that, but also sees what you're not doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So she also wants to know why you're not giving her as much attention as you were before, or why you guys aren't doing the things that you used to do before.
Yeah.
Because as a mother, we feel like we could still do that. We could just bring the baby with us. Like, and as a dad, you're like, I'm not bringing my baby out there. I'm not doing that. That's too much. I gotta go to work. You know.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I get it.
So like that whole first relationship, I think is just a lot of stress, miscommunication, young in the game.
I think it's a lot of
different
pressure,
parts.
And it's pressure that misunderstood pressure.
Yeah,
it's misunderstood because there's no handbook to parenting. There's no handbook to relationships. There's there's couples, like young couples, that will get married.
Yeah,
because
they've seen their parents do it. They've seen their parents do it.
Like, or again, it's the household, it's the culture. You're not getting with you're gonna get my daughter pregnant. A lot of Hispanic or Asian descent. Those people, they are.
Yeah,
you're getting married.
They got a line.
You're getting married. Also, there are younger couples who get married because one is going into the service.
Yeah.
And they want to be able to stay with their partner. They've committed, and they have to get married in order to be together. So that when it comes to that, I don't know.
So
that's a lot harder to get out of.
Yeah, but a lot of things can be put in place, but they haven't seen the example of what goes behind all of that. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I see my parents be married. I know I'm supposed to be married, but how does this marriage work?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm young, and I know this is supposed to be happening because, like, even for me, like my stepfather raised me since I was 7 years old. Great man. But I didn't see affection. I just saw him
working and taking
care of things. You know what I mean? So the affection part at my young age was just like, oh, I got a baby, I got a girl, I gotta go work, I gotta go do this, and I gotta take care of. Like that's all we knew as growing up. And then I come to realize, as me becoming a man, his father wasn't around to show him that. You know what I mean? But he was still a great man. But he learned that from his great mother.
Right.
Which a mother can be. She can do a lot, but it's still something you need from both parents to be modeled by and to, pass down to generations. So, youngin', I hope I'm over there teaching you something. You better be teaching and listening and learning. But
those of you that don't know, we are a very blended family.
Yes.
We have 7 children between the two of us.
Yep.
Most of them are mine. But we are a very blended family. So because of that, our children in our home have a 2-parent household. But when they go to their other sides, like it's like, mom, like, as in his case, his daughter's mother may have a boyfriend, or my kid's father may have a girlfriend, or may not.
They got other kids.
So it's very blended. And when he's speaking on his stepfather, he has since remarried and has, more children and stepchildren over there. So our family dynamic is, if you know us, we got a lot going on in our family.
It's like being on the basketball court, like, shot.
It's a lot. Like, yes, it is a lot. So, but the one thing I will say is there's a lot of love. Like,
absolutely.
My kids call his stepfather grandpa. His wife is Grandma Jen. His mother is still their grandmother.
Yeah.
My mom is still their grandmother. So there's so much love. There's so many aunts and uncles, and whether they be younger or older than the niece or the nephew. So
we blended, but everything is respected.
Everything is great. So while what we were saying is like those situations don't pan out from the first relationship, like
it still carries on.
Things still work out, and they it doesn't have to be drama all the time. Like even if there is a second, third, or whatever relationship, it doesn't have to be drama. It can be good. Everybody can be cordial. Absolutely. It took us a little bit to get there. I don't know. We somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Yeah. But it's respected all the way around. Everybody's doing what they need to do, and respecting everybody for the most part.
Yeah, I guess.
You always got the apples that fall a little left from the tree. But back to Teyana Taylor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Yes, they are. They are divorced. Okay. To my knowledge, she filed for divorce.
Okay.
She filed, and she wanted to keep, or maybe it was like a combined decision. Yeah. I do know that she did not want it to be publicized. She didn't want it out there because she didn't want her kids seeing that.
Yeah, yeah. How old are their kids? Yeah, are they teenagers?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure.
So how would they see it?
Well,
I mean, they have kids.
They're old, and you see her the oldest daughter.
Oh yeah,
she definitely got social media. Yeah. She out here, and they go to school, and it's like it's like absolutely. Nothing that kids can't see or hear or find out from. Like somebody's raggedy parent might come up and say something. People don't have a filter these days.
So what is it that she said? She said something online.
She said, okay, so she did an interview, and it kind of shocked everybody. So she did an interview. And she was basically saying if Iman cheated, or if she cheated, who cheated. And she said, well, how can I see this?
So somebody cheated.
So no.
All right.
She said they always had, not always, but they frequently had people involved in their relations. And it was because of her.
Yeah. I could see that.
Which I could see that too, because I was like, now we all know. Anytime we see her with Lori Harvey, they look real close and real relationship like. Her and Lori Harvey, they say they're best friends, but they look
like they.
Yeah.
So she seems
I'm not
like a
surprised.
Real free
girl. Her
like,
mom seems like that too.
Yeah, I never seen her mom.
Yeah, you have. You probably just don't realize it's her mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's an actress.
No, but her mom, she looks just like her, and she's in a lot of her pictures with her. You wouldn't even know it was her mom. You think it was somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her mom looks young too. Like.
Yeah, she definitely give me that. I wouldn't even be surprised. Like she's not gonna like if that happens, whatever with her, it's not even surprising.
Yeah, she said. My thing is. That's my husband. And like I said, if I want to be Dora the Explorer, I'm going to go get the bob, the bang, the backpack all the way. And I'm going to make my husband Diego.
Oh.
She said, if there's something I want to explore, that's what I'm going to do.
So is that a statement she just said to somebody saying?
She was on Angie Martinez and said that.
Oh. Now, is that her saying that because that's something he doesn't want to. He don't want to be Diego no more. Or you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
You haven't
I
watched
think it came up because people were saying, was there infidelity and was there a problem in their relationship when it comes to that? And she's basically saying no, like he did what I wanted him to do.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem right there. So he might not want it to be Diego.
And she said it wasn't an all the time thing.
For her, I seem like she
said
like every other week type. Then she, once you start doing that, and then it gets to more things like, oh, well, is she bringing men or women?
See, I don't know that they asked.
See, that's the thing. It could have started off with women, and then she could have been like, well, Tony down the street.
Not Tony down the fucking street.
Tony down the street.
My God.
Came and brought me my mail the other day, and I was thinking, so.
Maybe Iman will write a book.
Wow.
I'm sure she had him. I'm sure there's some sort of NDA for, if not the two of them, definitely for the people they brought in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure. So he probably can't even write a book. But,
yeah.
I mean, he could.
Maybe he
and
got
just
scared
not.
Because Diddy got locked up, and then he was
I'm
like,
sick of you.
Hell no.
I'm sick. Maybe that would make a lot of sense for why she got everything in the divorce.
Right. Right.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I think they grew apart. They were together for a long time. So
it happens.
I think they grew apart, and she just, I don't know.
Oh man.
And like I said, I don't know their full story. I haven't, I was seeing things here and there when the divorce first got filed, because he said something and she didn't want to. And yeah, right. We're never going to know everything. Yeah. Never. Because again, she wanted to keep it private.
Yeah.
And things get leaked. We're not even supposed to know what the divorce finally settlement was, but
I feel like Iman is probably going to go on Shay Shay.
I don't know. Even if he does, I don't think he's going to give too much up.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he has enough. I think he wanted to file, or he wanted to come out and be public with it because I mean, it's his truth.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I understood her reason why she didn't want him to do it right away. They hadn't even, had the conversation with the girls yet.
It's a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah,
too, it could have been on both sides.
He was definitely being spiteful, but
man,
when you haven't had a conversation with your kids and they're old enough to, especially when they're old enough to understand, which they were, like, you're just gonna not like. And again, they could have been separated long before he said something. Right. We don't know. Yeah.
It just sucks when you got a good family dynamic like that, and you can't keep it together for the kids. And
the other thing is, like, I don't follow him too close, but I always see her posting things with the girls, and I don't see him definitely. Anymore.
I definitely well, we know how that goes with uncle and auntie.
Huh? What do you mean?
When a certain person stopped coming around, but the other one comes around, and you just stop seeing them.
Who uncle and auntie? I'm confused.
He came over here. He was on the couch one day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Real uncle.
Yeah. So when one of them stopped coming around, then you think there's something that's like a little off, and one's trying to keep it. It seemed like it's still everything's still good when it's not. So unfortunately, but I know they'll be good.
They're gonna be. I mean, if that's what they're deciding to do, I don't see why not. But and she broke off real good in that divorce, so she'll be all right. Her and the girl's gonna be just fine.
Yeah,
let me not say it like she need his money, because she don't.
Right.
She don't need his money.
And at the same time, he still would be there for her, for them kids, and for her. And I don't see him.
Yeah.
Doing.
Agreed.
Yeah. Doing nothing shit like that. All right, I want to, man. I don't even want to touch on this, but I kind of do, just for like the audience and people when she's not a public figure, and for people to come at her like this for being at her grandmother's funeral. So Biggie's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Biggie's daughter was at, I believe, her grandmother's funeral, and there were some pictures taken, and the pictures were put up online, and then people just started going in, and in a disrespectful way.
Yes.
Especially as she's trying to grieve for her grandmother.
Right.
And like I said, she's not even a real social media person like that. I don't see her out there.
So I do follow her on Instagram.
Okay.
What's her name? Tiana?
Oh, look at that. Tiana Wallace. Yep. I remember Biggie saying that. Do my daughter Tiana?
She has her own, she has a business.
Okay. Well, so like people were talking about the way she looks, and just being real disrespectful. You Biggie's daughter. Even Biggie had the confidence of a top model. You know what I'm saying? We are black, ugly as ever. Biggie. That's Biggie's daughter. But at the same time, just be respectful.
I didn't really read into it. I saw pictures. Well, I saw pictures from the funeral, and she was pushing. She just had a baby. Well, the baby. I wouldn't say just.
Can't be that ugly then.
I wouldn't say just. But the baby got to at least be one, I want to say.
Is this her second kid?
I don't think so. I think it's her first.
Okay. Maybe his other daughter had a kid.
I know he has a son. I don't know about a daughter. Another daughter. I know he has a son.
I think he had a daughter that's older than her. Or is that might be the same girl? Maybe she lost weight.
So this is her when she was a baby. Right here.
Okay.
That's her when she was a baby. She was a chunky little girl. Yeah, but that's her. That's her.
She's not even bad right there.
Well,
it could be angles. Everybody got.
So the thing
especially with somebody taking a picture of you. I know I got some badass angles.
So here's the thing. Like I said, I saw pictures from the funeral, but she was with Lil C's and Lil Kim and all of them, because they all paid. Mind you, they still keep up with her.
Okay.
They still keep up with her till this day. Like anytime her birthday comes, they're always there for her. They're always there for her. Especially Lil C's. He's the one that sticks by her. Like
that's his big bro.
He'll tell you in a minute that's his niece, and that like he was there at the baby shower. He was there when she had the baby. Yeah. Like he's been with her all her life.
Bro right there.
So they were all there when his mom passed. They were all there. So I thought it was just photos, celebrity sighting, whatever. Well, then I did see something where people were talking shit about how she's shaped. And okay.
And I bet you those motherfuckers are sitting on the couch that's shaped like the couch.
I was gonna say, but she do got a little bit of a weird shape. Whatever. It gives a little bit of a shamar. I'm just saying.
Right. We here for the good.
I'm just saying. I don't. Whatever. But like you said, somebody like it. The girl got a baby. Hey. Like, hello. So here's a picture of her. She looks fine. Like I just like you said, it's just angles or whatever. And like she doesn't have the most feminine look, but like okay. So I don't know. I didn't really go into the debacle.
Bad or not, man. Like
I don't know. Like, everybody always got something to say. If they ain't talking shit about somebody, they're bored. So it's like at the end of the day, that girl don't give a shit about what nobody's saying about her.
I hope that's what I hope. I'm just like I hope it don't affect her in no type of way. Like
she's running businesses and things like that. So I know she has a clothing line. I think she has a store or a restaurant. Yeah. Something like that. Yes, it's a pizza place, I want to say.
Okay.
I feel like it's a pizza place.
That's fire. Yeah, so I don't know.
I feel like so the girl is like, I don't know. She's not worried about nothing.
I hope she's not worried about nothing, man. And not letting that deter her from anything else she got going on. You know. People gonna be people on the internet. People gonna talk shit about this video.
Correct.
And whatever have you. People gonna talk shit about just whatever. Like that's what people do on the internet do. Just like I was trying to tell you the last time when you was ready to go in on somebody from a comment from the last video.
Because the comment was ignorant.
If you give everybody that energy, you just gonna, drop.
The comment was that person projecting.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Growing. Look at the growth. Look at the growth. All right, what we going into next?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. So I have a question of the day. She doesn't know the question. It was something that I think I might have heard from an older woman probably 2 or 3 times within the last 2-3 weeks.
The same person?
No, a different person. But so there's younger females, right? Mm-hmm. Just say like 30-year-old independent woman, right? Now, what I heard from older women, maybe in their late 50s, early 60s, is they are worried or kind of like not kind of upset and worried and not feeling fulfilled because they don't have a man.
The older woman or the younger woman?
The older women.
Okay.
So my thing is with the younger woman is just say the independent woman who has her own business and she feel like she don't need no man. Okay. So my question is, I wrote it down, so let me make sure I'm asking it right. My question is, does a woman need a man to feel complete in life? Or are single independent women just lying to themselves? So you can jump from...
So for your first question,
yeah,
some women do.
But do you think from a natural standpoint, is that all women? Like, do all women feel like,
no,
I need I want a husband, I need a husband, especially at this older age, and is it just like a loneliness thing? Or
so I wouldn't even say it's a loneliness thing. I would say, again, it goes back to culture and how you're raised and things like that, what you've seen. So there are some, like, let's say those women that are in their late 50s, early 60s are saying they feel lonely because they want a man. I feel like maybe they are in a stage where they're...
to the point, not to cut you off, not even just feel lonely, to the point where they say it and they end up shedding tears behind it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So is that them at that age, is that them feeling incomplete? Like,
I don't know if they feel incomplete.
Because man and woman is supposed to be, that's what God created, right. Man and woman. So my thing is, as we're growing up, and for a female, female obviously when they're young, they want a man, they want a boyfriend. Then there comes a point in time where they're tired of dealing with men, and then now they're Miss Independent. I don't need no man. And then once you get a certain age again, it's like you go back to being a child again. Like, I feel like I need a man to feel complete.
I think at a certain age, it's just kind of feeling like it's time to settle down. Like, and I shouldn't say at a certain age, because people in general have different timelines on their lives of when they should be doing certain things and when certain things should have happened, or whatever. But I think for the question that you're asking, I think those women feel like that is the time in their life where they should be settling down. They should be getting, they got
the younger women?
No, the older women.
Okay.
They should be settled down with someone that they're going to live the rest of their lives with.
Yeah.
But there are some women who start out in their 30s or younger and just feel like they are supposed to have a man. There's supposed to be somebody there with them to take care of them and make sure they're okay and make sure life is what it's supposed to be. Like, that's just the mentality. There are some women like that.
Right. So let me ask you. So my second question is, do you think, like, or from a woman's standpoint, these women out here who feel like, I'm independent, I don't need no man, and then every man that can try to like holler at, I don't need no man, I don't.
Yeah.
Is she just lying to herself?
I don't know if she's lying to herself or if she's just
having a wall up.
She does have a wall up. I feel like even men who are like that, they're just like, I'm never going to settle down. I don't want a wife. I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to live my life. Like, there's something they're blocking out. There's something that happened and there's some sort of a trauma or something there.
Right.
That just makes them not want to be bothered. Maybe it could be their parents. Maybe it could be something they've seen or something they've experienced. I don't know.
So for a woman, is it natural for you to want a man to feel complete?
I wouldn't. I would say it is natural to want a partner. Yes. Yeah. I would say it is natural not to feel complete. I wouldn't say complete.
Okay.
I would say the initial thought of it is not, I want to be complete. Okay. Like, I think the initial thought is, I want another half. Like, I want somebody else to experience things with. I want somebody else to, you know.
Another half is to feel complete.
I don't know. I guess the word complete is not, I guess I'm not explaining it right. I guess you don't feel incomplete, but you feel like something is, I don't want to say missing, but you just feel like, yes, I've accomplished all these things, but who am I sharing it with? Yes, I'm living life, but who I want to live life with somebody. Right. I want to, have somebody to talk to or decompress with at night. I want to be able to go, live life with somebody. I want to know that I have somebody that, like, when I get old or whatever, what have you, like, I have somebody there that understands me and loves me and knows, like, what I'm going through.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a completion thing. I think it's just, I think it's just a feeling of wanting somebody else. I don't know.
I just wanted to know that standpoint because I actually felt bad for the older, persons who said that. It's just like, man, they're at this age and they want a husband and they never really found that true.
But I also wonder too, like, what are they doing for themselves? Like, are they fulfilling the things on their own
and that's
before
a good
you
point.
Wanting somebody else? Because just because let's say you get somebody else and somebody else comes in and loves you to the best of their ability, it's still not gonna be enough.
Right. That is a good point. You gotta love yourself to the fullest before you can.
You can't expect somebody to come in and just fix your problems. So there's certain things that they will fix. Like I said, but having a partner, having someone to do things with and live life with, but like. When you, at the end of the day, when that's all said and done and you look at yourself, like there's something still going to be missing if you don't have everything in order. So,
okay. Yeah. I just wanted to get that perspective.
I feel like with the younger generation, like, I feel like everybody's so goddamn woke now. Like these younger generations is like, it's the whole thing of, I don't need no man. I don't need no partner. I don't need nobody. Like for me, it's like, okay, yeah, you don't need somebody. You don't need, like, if you can do it for yourself, great.
I need you.
I know.
Need you.
I know.
Got to have it.
But my thing is like
even if we
broke up. Why are you
up,
so like anti happiness? Why are you so like? Yes, you can have happiness with. Again, you can have your own happiness with yourself. Yeah. Yes, that's great. You should be able to go out and like, even like us, we go out and do our own things every now and again. As much as I don't like it, but I'm learning that time apart is good. Shut up.
Oh yeah.
But I'm learning that, so I'm like, oh, this is fine. I can go hang out with friends for a few hours and come back.
Thank God for your therapist. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. We didn't talk about that, so shut up.
Well, she helped something.
But like, what? You made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying?
Spending time alone and realizing that, being apart can make you grow stronger coming back together. And,
I still don't remember where I was
something
going.
to that effect.
I don't remember where I was going. Thanks a lot.
Hey. So, like I was going to say, like, even if me and you broke up, like, and you were living somewhere else and I was, like, living somewhere else, we both going to feel incomplete.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be an incompleteness until somebody else comes and fills that void.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I also feel like it's because of the amount of time, too. We've been together 15 years. Yeah. So, I don't even think, even if somebody just randomly showed up and became a part of either one of our lives, like, it still wouldn't be the same.
Yeah. So, with that being said, how did you know I was the one?
God told me.
Nah, that was like the cheat code for an answer. That was a cheat code for an answer.
He did.
And what did he say?
That's the one.
No. I need the day, the time, the sparkle.
That's not your business.
What you mean it ain't my business?
You.
We've been together 18 centuries. How did you know I was the one?
I don't think I had like a moment. I know, like we've talked about this plenty of times, like the way we officially got together, not like that night we met, but like the way we officially met. I just felt like
it was the way I used to rub your bang. Yeah. When you gonna bring the bang back? Yo, that bang was crazy.
Oh my God. We gonna put a picture up so y'all can see.
Oh man.
So annoying. You're so annoying.
No, but
yeah, I think I just because of the scenario and the situation, I just felt
complete, comfortable,
protected, and I felt safe for me and the kids. And well, let me tell y'all, when I first met this man, he used to send me flowers every week.
Gotti.
Every week.
Gotti. It wasn't every week.
It was every week.
I just sent you one big bouquet.
No, you didn't.
You just petaled a rose every
No. He used to send me flowers once a week. He would send me flowers. Yes, he did.
And she used to get up at 5 a.m. and cook me dinner to bring to work.
That's why he's so thick now.
Yep. All this neck was built.
I stopped cooking a long time ago, so I don't know where.
Whatever. All right. We got anything else, or are we good for the week?
I actually have a question.
What's up?
So, recently in the news, we're not going to talk about their story, but this made me think about something. Blueface and Krishan are back in the news again, and Jaden, the other baby mother, because quote unquote, Blueface and Krishan are now married. He is still in prison. He's serving a 4-year sentence.
I didn't even know that.
He's still in prison for that. Something he did a while ago. Yeah. I think 2014 maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't care. I don't like him. I don't keep up with him. He's another troll that I don't like. Yeah. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because Krishan went public and told everybody they were married, and apparently they had an when I read up on it, they had an over the phone marriage, but there were no licenses drawn. Apparently nobody can find anything because a marriage license is public record. Nobody can find anything. Mm-hmm. So, but Jaden, the other baby mother who he was with when he was out and everything was all drama filled, she had put up something on Twitter and was just like, basically like, how do you marry a N-word? Which
she white? I
don't know. She not black.
Oh.
I don't know what she is, honestly, but they were together since high school. I know that's his long time, whatever. Okay. But she said, how do you marry an N-word that doesn't call his kids and check on his kids? And so Krishan went on and put up this big whole sermon because y'all know she holier than thou now. She put up this whole thing, and like all jokes aside, it was very motivational, and she was very like she didn't go tit for tat with her. She basically told her like, this needs to stop. Our kids don't know each other. Like, let's get together and let's like be grown women and figure this out, basically.
Okay.
And told her, like, Jaden, let's not do this. Like, this is unnecessary. Me and him are going to be together. It is what it is. Whatever. And Jaden didn't read it. My nosy ass read it. But she said, Jaden came back and was like, girl, even if they paid me, I would not read all this dumb shit you just put on here. So
I did see that.
So everybody was like, okay, well, there's that. So people are saying, oh, they're so proud of Chrisean because she turned a new leaf and she's doing better things for herself. My question is she really turning a new leaf by not only going back to him, but now claiming to be married to him? Like, this is the same man that abused you. This is the same man that has, as far as I know, still ain't claiming your baby.
Yeah.
This is the same man who has had a baby on you while you were pregnant, who was living with somebody else, his other girlfriend, was holding your baby hostage, wouldn't let you get your baby. Like, had you beaten up his family? Like,
yeah. They're just
toxic as hell. So has she turned a new leaf? Like, I don't get it. Just because she's less.
So maybe she's like, okay, sometimes like she might have turned a new leaf for herself, and as you see the way she tried to handle that situation, because she probably would have handled it a different way if she didn't turn that new leaf. So maybe she's like, okay, I'm changing me in order to see if I can change him as well. And if I continue to, show him different, maybe.
But isn't that a toxic trait?
Absolutely.
Thinking you can change somebody?
Yeah, absolutely. But she's in love, obviously. She chose who she wants to be with.
Yeah.
And she's gonna, and I hope she didn't do that in the purpose of changing him and just really just being focused on herself and changing herself. Yeah. And hopefully it spills over to him. But you ain't gonna be able to change that man just by changing yourself. I mean, sometimes it can work. It can work, but he has to be ready. So,
the thing is, like, she went to jail. She went to jail behind chasing after him, right? She went to his court date and they found that she had warrants and they arrested her. So she went to jail for however much time she went. And while she was in jail, she gave her life to God, came out a whole different person, right? Which is great. I'm proud of her. Like, I've always loved her. I've always rooted for her. Like, I think she's a very good spirited woman, and she's just misunderstood and she's trying to figure life out. Yeah. I think she is looking for, this goes back to what we said about what the question you asked. And I think she is somebody who believes that she needs this man to be happy. She needs him, and she and also, again, it goes back to what I said of how you're raised. Her parents' relationship was trash, and we all know that. So I think she's trying not to. She's trying not to let her son be raised in that same situation. Which
she's fighting for what she wants.
I mean, I get it, but I just feel like she's fighting a losing battle.
I think she needs to separate herself on some Left Eye stuff and.
Well, Left Eye.
Left Eye, she got set up. We ain't gonna go there, but Left Eye, when she needed to find herself, she went to.
To Honduras,
Honduras, and got herself together and got with Dr. Sebi, changed her diet and started meditating. I think she needs something like that because she's a phenomenal woman.
She's amazing. Like, I just feel like she's so worried about trying to make everybody else,
of course,
as great as she is, she's not tapping into her own self and her own superpowers because she is like I said, we've watched all those interviews when she first got out. She was doing all those interviews and stuff. And the girl is just, she's trying to get her whole.
From that.
It's another thing of like your family trying to piggyback off of you. And it's like, girl, you can't do nothing. You can't do it. You can't you
got to separate yourself. You got to cut off the toxicity and separate yourself and regroup and, see your life in a different light, man.
I just feel so bad for her because I feel like she calls all these people her friend, and I feel like if those people were her friends, she would not even be where she is right now.
And she remind me of, and I have a family member that's like that, and she remind me of him a lot. You know who I'm talking about? One of my uncle's kids, very, very talented. Gets in his own way. Just chasing the wrong people, being around the wrong people. But if you talk to them, they have the mind of Einstein. And I'm definitely not going to say his name. I want to say his name, but I'm not going to say his name. But she reminds me of him a lot. Like, just have a knack of when they walk in a room, everybody's gonna like, you know, gravitate towards them. And when they talk.
And she has like she's got a vast following from young to old. Like she's got the entire like, and it's like people want to like support her, but then she backtracks and she runs up behind runs up his ass. And then it's like, nobody supports you for him.
She's getting in her own way. She's definitely getting in her own way.
It's unfortunate, but that was my question. I just wonder, like, if somebody says that they're turning a new leaf and you see them, but then they backtrack.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we know nobody's perfect, but
it's like, when I can't say when
how old
you
is she?
Cut off. She like in her 20s.
Yeah. She unfortunately, I hate to say it, but she still got time before she hits that mark.
But the thing is, I just feel like he got such a hold on her.
Not only just him, her environment and her family, like she has to do that detox.
Like his parents are fucking tight. His mother, bro. Ugh.
She has to do that detox, you know. And
I thought that's what jail was for her. Because when she wasn't able to, you know, they can't communicate and all that. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I don't know if she ever will be able to hear this, but I hope she's amazing.
I hope
phenomenal, and I could see her doing very, very, very big things with her mind, the way she's creative, her spiritual side, and
I think she should just take her baby and go.
Yeah, get that tooth fixed and live your life.
The tooth is her thing.
Nah, get that tooth fixed and live your life.
She got the tooth. She just don't like to wear it.
Oh.
She said it hurt. Leave her alone.
All right, man. So I guess that's another episode, Chris and Q Report. It was a pleasure having you. And we'll see y'all again on the next one. Peace.